Hello dear friends, welcome back to the channel and today's topic is testing methods for glass containers. Glass bottles once manufactured requires to be subjected to certain tests in order to ensure their stability for use. Today we are confirming only to the tests that are adopted in the case of container glass bottle used in pharmaceuticals, food and beverages industries. The tests which are carried out can be classified under two headings: physical testing methods and chemical testing methods. So, if we are talking about physical testing methods, it's first is annealing test, thermal shock test, pressure test, impact test, density test and gauging. So बात करते हैं annealing की. Annealing is a heat treatment process that changes the physical and sometimes also the chemical properties of a material to increase ductility and reduce the hardness to make it more workable. The annealing process requires the material of its recrystallization temperature for a set amount of time before cooling. Here you can see in image in initial there the container is in cold state. Then as heating provided, high stress areas dissipates and recrystallization forms and it changes its structure. This is the recrystallization form C and D. Second testing method is thermal shock test. The test methods outlined in American Society for Testing Materials C149 involves subjecting the glass container to a controlled thermal environment. This stimulates the conditions the container might face in real world scenarios. The outcome of this test helps predict the performance of glass containers under different conditions. Next is pressure test. In the test, a glass container is placed in a sealed chamber and filled with water. The chamber is then pressurized with air or another gas until the container ruptures. The pressure at which the container ruptures is recorded and used to determine the internal pressure strength of the container. Impact testing. Impact test is passed when a contact point of a particular product, like the edges of glasses, come in physical contact with impact and process is carried out until the glass breaks. Hence, the test is performed on the sample until there is a visible break in the sample. Next is density test. There are ASTM standards for determining the density of glass. In ASTM 6 C693, the mass of a glass sample is measured on an electrical scale and the reading is recorded. Weight the same sample twice, more to reduce experimental errors, as the average of three values is taken as the mass value. Next is gauging test. The test is carried out at regular intervals during production by taking one or more containers from every mold. The most important dimension of glass container are neck and finish, overall height and body diameter. Capacity of container is controlled by controlling the weight of glass. Now coming to chemical testing methods. Method we are talking about USP tests. So it is basically a four type test we are going to perform. Durability of glass container is very important characteristics and all care is taken to ensure that durability is kept high. Small amount of oxides such as borax, barium, alumina when added to glass making raw materials make the glass resistant to water. Borosilicate glass is suitable for medicines and injectables. USP test. These tests are devised to ensure glass containers do not contaminate the content stored in bottle. Different type of containers have different standards to satisfy and the tests are denoted as type 1, type 2, type 3 and type 4. So USP type 1 test. The glass container is crushed by pounding in a steel mortar and glass powder passing through 40 mesh as per ASTM. Not pass through 50 mesh. Then selected glass powder washed with alcohol and dried. 10 gram of sample taken of double means those sample and distilled water is added in a resistance conical flask. Blank the water to extract alkali, then autoclave for half an hour at 121 degrees centigrade. The alkali extracted from the glass powder is titrated against standard H2SO4 50 normal acid with methyl red as indicator. Passing criteria is not more than 1 cc of and 50 H2SO4 should be needed to neutralize the alkali extracted. USP type 2 test. It is a whole container test after treating the bottle with agents such as sulfur oxide while in a hot state. The limit in this case is for bottle up to 100 ml capacity size 0.2 ml of 50 normal H2SO4 and for bottle above 100 ml size is zero point 0.7 ml 50 normal H2SO4 acid. USP type 3 test. The experiment as in type 1 mentioned is carried out and the limit is 8.5 cc of 50 normal H2SO4. USP type 4 test. The limit in this case is 15 ml of H2SO4 50 normal and bottle used for beverages, milk and for other ordinary uses. The glass container is satisfactory if same satisfy the type 4 test. The glass containers to be tested is filled with specified concentration of acidified methyl red solution and covered by a tin foil. Autoclave it for half hour at 121 degree centigrade temperature. So this is all about testing glass container testing methods. Thank you very much for watching and please do like, share and subscribe our channel. For other videos, link is already shared in description box. Thank you.